All right, let's put this here. Fuck. Dude, where's my hair? Okay, back at it again with another episode of Journey to Financial Freedom. It's been a minute, but this is gonna be a different type of video today. I am not gonna be, this is no scripting, this is purely just raw, no, I'll edit I'll probably don't want to even edit this, but this is something that's raw. Give you guys a couple of updates. I'm not going to show any metrics, which is why I said it was different. So back from when I last posted to now, I've actually focused more on Instagram, my short form content, and I'll put the link below so for you guys to follow. So I've been posting 7 times a day, and I grew from 200 followers in January all the way to almost 1,800 now. So 6 months, pretty okay growth, I would say, pretty good. But I got offered one brand deal, which is pretty cool. So currently, in the midst of that, in terms of a second or third pair of income, I've also gotten, other sources of income as well besides my engineering job. And it's been working out pretty well so far. I will tell you this though. In terms of engineering, it's getting a little bit boring. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know. And I was talking to one of my mentors at the time about this. I'm hoping to transition into tech sales. So why sales in general? Because I want to learn the skill set of closing. Now I did, work as a sales development representative in the past, doing cold calls, B2B type of stuff in terms of digital marketing, but I really want to focus and dial all in and replace my main job, which is engineering, which pays really well. Have a good manager, a good team, a good structure, good pay, but it's just something to where it's not really like the skills, right? Like I would rather take less pay in terms of, where take one step back than take a couple steps back and staying on the same trajectory. I do feel like, I'm halting my kind of career by just staying in engineering, which is why I want to transition into sales. Plus, I run a business too, so I really want to gain the skill sets from sales, learn what the structures is from the big companies, and take away from that and apply that to my own business. Plus, you make more money in sales than in engineering as well. So those are one of the things that I've been thinking about mainly, that I wanted to give you guys updates on. We're getting really close to the goals in terms of 2026, so I'm dialing full in on that. My bonus is coming up on October, so that's pretty exciting. I'm stacking a lot more cash. Also committed to actually investing in real estate next year. So by the time I'm 24 years old, I'll already have a rental property. I do have a few contacts in mind. In terms of real estate agents, I have a lender, and I also have a think about getting a course too before I even get into real estate. Speaking of courses as well, I'm thinking about getting a course to where it can help you break into tech sales. I've been eyeing this since the past 6 months. So I'll update you guys on the next episode when I get a kind of job offer, but this is 100% a full decision. I am going to be transitioning over from engineering, a high pay, high career growth opportunity, to sales. You make more money in sales, and plus for me at least, it's the skill sets that I want to learn more personally and grow for the business that I have and own. Speaking of the brand deal, so I got offered a brand deal literally a month ago, almost a month ago now. They're paying a base plus performance, mainly through Instagram, but we'll talk about soon cross-posting and TikTok. Oh, also my TikTok gained, 550 followers, almost 550 followers in the past 6 months. Instagram grew 1,600 followers almost, and YouTube has been stagnant with, why I'm posting on YouTube, but those are the updates that I have in terms of social media. That's why you haven't seen me really posting on YouTube, but I will post, just raw stuff. I'll be completely transparent. I'm not really focused on, getting views on YouTube. I just want to put myself out there and ultimately share my experiences with you guys, right? I do believe, I have some good experiences to share in terms of where I'm at, and hopefully it could help you guys out in the meantime too, whether you're in college, whether you're, starting your career like me, it gives you another perspective. And hopefully this channel gives you a lot of value as well. I have been cross-posting my Instagram to my shorts, but they haven't really been gaining traction. I think I know the reason why. It's because I haven't really posted long-form content. So you'll see me post once a week from now on in terms of YouTube. So yeah, that's the kind of financial update. My finances has been, I'll be honest, it's been a little stagnant right now, but these past 2 months, we've really improved our finances. So during that time, I cleared off all my debt. Now we're just focused on saving, along with the 2 extra sources of income besides my main engineering job. And my main engineering job, after expenses, still giving me massive gains there too. So I also January invested in a mentorship in terms of social media, helping my Instagram grow. So that's really been a big help of mine. So really just trying to get the hooks down, trying to find some outliers and recreate those, and ultimately get some more leads for the business as well. Not only that, speaking of leads, we got a high ticket client that we're working with right now in terms of investments. And if you want one-on-one coaching, click the link in my bio to schedule a call, a free consultation, right? Like I don't have an incentive at all, just for me to take a look at your finances, see what you're working with, and see how I can help, right? If not, then that's fine too. But I have that's a resource there. Click the link up above. So yeah, those are the things. Massive updates. It's been a while. I think it's been like 7 months since then too. And I'll also tell you going deeper, the reason why I'm thinking about leaving engineering as well. I got promoted, right? Like from industrial engineering 1 to industrial engineer 2, within just a year, which is kind of insane. The other engineers that I've known, they've waited 3, 4, 5 years for that promotion. I got that in less than half the time, which I'm really grateful for. Higher salary, higher bonus, which is why I'm kind of excited for the month of October there. But at the same time, the skill sets that I want to learn doesn't really correlate to the goals that I have in mind, right? I really want to pursue business full time, and I believe that sales, if you could eliminate that bottleneck, that will make a massive, kind of growth for yourself in the business. Not only that, if you're working corporate sales, you make a fuck ton of money, from what I've heard. So I think, in 2 months, I'll invest in that mentorship. It's a 5-week mentorship, which is why I'm waiting a little bit. I'll wait like 2 months and invest in that mentorship, learn the skills of how to actually break into tech sales, how I should tailor my resume, because it's been a while since I kind of applied to jobs, so kind of a little rusty there. But yeah, so far, in terms of the career path that I'm in right now, engineering, there has been a layoff, but not for me, but it's for my other colleagues. Like this past year, we had 2 people that got laid off because of AI and their projects not being a priority. And I don't have full control over that too, so like I'm kind of worried in that way as well. But that's why you have to stack cash and invest and save, and also increase your skill set. So I've been in sales before. I've hopped on sales calls. I know the fundamentals of what it takes to actually close deals. If you're transitioning over to tech sales, you're more likely going to be in that SDR position and then move up to account executive. So I'm committed to getting an account executive job. If not, I'm also willing to be an SDR for a year just to learn like the product, all that other stuff, and also get the reps in terms of cold calls, high volume sales. Can't snap my fingers, but yeah, that's pretty much, where I'm at right now with my career path, and where I'm thinking about, not thinking because I hate that word, where I'm committed to going fully on sales, right? And marketing too. I'm learning a lot from marketing when it comes to social media. And marketing is a part of sales, right? Like you have to understand, like, the first 3 seconds you have to get the person hooked, right? So that's why I invested in a mentorship that helped me out with my social media. I had a great mentor there. We just finished working together earlier this month. This is July 13th. So just finished working together, but I've learned a lot of, how to actually attract, people to follow you and to opt into lead magnets and eventually book calls and then ultimately, go through that funnel to where, they're buying from you. But so far I've gained one client, one high ticket client, which is like 3,500. And I plan to upsell him this week. 999, 6 months, just the accountability aspect, see what he thinks. But he says so far that, the product is great, my coaching's great, so I'm excited for that. So we'll see what happens. I have a meeting with him this week, so I'll schedule a meeting with him. We do our check-ins bi-weekly, so I have to set up an automation for him, and then after that, see what his next steps are in terms of working together. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It has been a while, man. Like, has been a while for sure. So that's pretty much the updates. Additionally, too, I know previously I showed my net worth. I'm not sure if I did, but I'm just gonna be showing my portfolio from now on. Also, getting committed to getting into real estate as well. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Hopefully you guys actually get value from this. Again, not expecting a whole lot of views from something like this, I'm just putting my journey out there right now. It's currently July 13th, 2026, currently 23 years old. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's grind hard and let's get to financial freedom, man. We don't want to retire when we're fucking 60. We want to retire, and work not because we have to, it's because we want to, right? So that's the whole point of this channel. All right, peace.